Hello everyone, welcome back to FreakincProductions. I am of course Lacan the Hitman. And accompany me today, the one and only.
Psycho Manus.
Now, we're doing a rant today. We're doing a Freaks Freak Out. This is a special one. This one's not so much about us getting pissed, or in my case, me getting pissed. It's more about trying to help some people out there in bad relationships. Both sides. This whole rant's going to be all about jealous relationships and jealousy in relationships. Everyone says there's a healthy level of jealousy in a relationship. Am I right, Psycho?
I've actually never heard that before. Not even kidding, I've never heard that before.
Around here, everyone's like, oh, it's healthy to have a little jealousy in a relationship. A little jealousy.
I don't think
No.
it's healthy, really.
I don't either. I mean, we all get jealous. You're going to get jealous in life, especially with when you're with someone that you really care about. Okay, it happens both ways.
I don't think I've ever heard of anything being a happy jealousness, because that jealousy will just manifest at some point until it kind of controls you.
And it does. And here's the issue: if you're in a jealous relationship, I'm not going to tell you to get out of it. I'm going to tell you to be careful. A jealous relationship is going to end up pushing you away from your friends, from your family, and eventually it will break you. It will make it where you're afraid to do anything. You're afraid to do anything because you're afraid you're going to piss off the other person or what that other person might do to other people. You're afraid that if you get caught talking to one of your friends and they're jealous, that they're going to go off and do some bullshit to them. That's not a healthy relationship. You need to sit down if you're in a jealous relationship. You need to talk one another.
Yes.
If you've given the person a reason to be paranoid, stop doing what the fuck you're doing to give them that reason. That will cause the jealousy. If you haven't done anything to provoke it, talk to him or her. Be like, look, know you've been in a bad relationships before. No shit went down. I'm not that same person. I'm a different person. And if you are the person who is overly jealous for no reason, there's no need to be. If you're in a good relationship, you shouldn't have to worry about the person cheating on you. Because if you do have to constantly worry, you're not in a good relationship. And you need to reevaluate your relationship. If you've been hurt in the past, it's understandable. We've all been hurt in relationships. But this is the way it is. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It's not something that can be prevented by being jealous, by controlling someone else's life. It's not right to do. Because it all boils down, if you're controlling someone's life, that's a form of abuse, and that is a crime. If you have the person afraid to have their friends or talk to their family, that is a criminal offense. And it's not right to do, even if it wasn't. A relationship is about respect and trust. If you don't respect each other's wishes, you don't have a good relationship. If you don't trust each other, you don't have a good relationship. Now, trust is something that has to be earned. Yes, it is true. So, at the beginning, it is understandable at the beginning of a relationship to be a little bit jealous. But don't let it control you, because it's just going to lead to problems. And if you're the one getting controlled by your jealousy, there's a good chance it's going to wind up with you in jail or dead. And that's not something you want. That's not something we want to happen to anyone. This is why this rant today is not really a rant. It's more to try and help people out there.
This is kind of like a freaking public service announcement, if anything.
I mean, we like to laugh. We like to have a good time. But
we joke with each other all the time.
Yeah. But We care about all our viewers. We don't want anything to happen to them. We care
And we
about
care about each other.
Yeah, he's like we're pretty much brothers.
I mean, yeah, you'll see me get ticked off from time to time because he may hit a nerve, but again, it's all in good fun.
Right.
And I know he'd never intentionally hurt me.
Yeah, I'd put my life on the line to protect him, and he'd do the same for me.
Damn straight.
I mean, and well, not throw that into a relationship. It's a friend. It's a form of it. It's best friend relationship.
It's a partnership.
Yeah. And in a regular relationship, when you're a dating relationship, you should be able to feel the same way for each other as best friends do, but more.
Yeah.
Jealousy is not needed in a relationship. I'm married. I'm gonna give a good point of view. There was jealousy in my relationship. I gave the reason to. I fucked up at the beginning. I made the biggest fucking mistake of my life before we got married. And I regret it to this day. And it almost cost me the woman I love. And it caused her to become really jealous. And when you do something that causes someone to get that jealous, there's a little bit of jealousy is understandable for that person to have. A little bit. But what jealousy boils down to is fear of losing the other person.
Exactly.
It's not meant as a controlling method, but unfortunately, 90% of the time, it turns into a way of controlling a relationship. And a relationship is not something to be controlled. It's not something that one person is in charge while the other person just follows blindly. A relationship is a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
It is something that both sides should agree on. And the mistake I made cost my wife and I to split up for a week. I almost lost her. And I'd never want to make that mistake again. When that happened, everything sunk in. We finally started opening up more. We finally started talking to each other. The jealousy left. We became okay with each other. We admitted to each other that, yeah, we had our own little bits of jealousy towards each other. But we also respected each other and trusted each other. That we both knew nothing was going to happen. We got back together. And we're happier than we ever were by getting over that jealousy. If you're in a jealous relationship, you do need to sit down, both of you, talk about it. Try and work things out. Because jealousy boils down to the person really does care about you and really loves you. So you need to sit down, try and ease their mind if you're the side that the person is being overly jealous on. And if you're the overly jealous person, sit the person down that you're with, talk to them. Get everything out on the table. Because once you have that, you're not going to have the need for that jealousy anymore. Because the trust is going to start. And if it comes down to a part where you just cannot trust the person, where they just keep doing it too much, then you're not in a good relationship and you need to end it. I know it will hurt, because you really love the person. But love is not about hiding, not about being jealous. Because you're just going to end up, you're going to be doing something stupid. You're going to be hurting someone else in jealousy. Someone not needed. You're going to take it out on bystanders. It's going to eat you up inside, and it's going to turn you into a person you don't like. I've witnessed it. I have a friend who has it happen to them. A friend turned into an enemy because of it. Jealousy ate him up. I'm not going to give out names. And if you're watching this, I don't hate you, man. I just want you to learn and try and realize jealousy is not the way. And to the person he's with, You need to sit down and have a talk. And that goes out to anyone. And I know we normally have nice joking, laughing conversations. We're like, oh, haha. This is a serious issue that needs to be out there. Because jealousy can in turn turn to domestic violence if it gets to a point. And that's not something anyone wants. Person who causes domestic violence doesn't want to do that. They're just I'm not going to say he because sometimes it's a she. They're just driven to the point where they don't know what's going on and they snap, they black out most of the time. Now, I'm not saying you should stay with someone who's going to abuse you, but help them get the help they need. And if they change, help them along. If they don't, if there's no way, try and still be a friend to them to help them out. I know it's hard for anyone, but once they're starting to get the help, they need the support so they can stay on the right path. So, I hope this helps someone out there. Anyone who watches this, I hope it helps y'all out. And I do have one other thing to say. Women and men, don't try and make the other person jealous because you think it's cute when they're jealous.
It's not. It's not all.
It will lead to ruining your relationship, making it worse. And then you wonder, I don't understand why I'm not allowed to see my friends. I don't understand why I'm not allowed to do that. You thought it was cute when he was jealous because you tried to make him jealous. You drove him or her to the point where they don't feel they can trust you at all. And then it turns into the point where they feel they have to control you. It's a bad cycle. I mean, my wife and I, we were at the point where we were so jealous of each other that we didn't want each other having friends. We didn't want to be apart at all because got to the point where we didn't feel like we could trust each other. We got over that. We talked. We worked things out. That's what you need to do in a relationship. I want to thank you all for watching this. I really do hope this helps someone. I have been Lacan the Hitman.
I'm Psycho Mass.
And stay freaky, my friends.